In this video, I'm gonna show you the full review of my absolute favorite Omega watch ever, the Aqua Terra Worldtimer. I'm gonna share the most interesting and useful information about this timepiece, as well as features, thoughts, emotions, and other valuable, as per my opinion, information to share with you today. Hello everyone, my name is Alexey, and in this channel I talk about best watches from the best brands in the market. So hit the subscribe button, put your likes, and drop me a comment below to help me boost my channel. Alright guys, now let's jump into the video. I've always approached Worldtimer watches in any brand with a special sympathy. I think that watching dials surrounded by the names of various cities around has something inspirational in it. It gives the opportunity to remind yourself about the trips you had or places you want to visit before you die. This is the reason these type of watches have a special place in my heart. What about you guys? Talking about Omega concept of watchmaking, unfortunately complications is not their targeted specialty. They are more about the quality, design and variety. Of course, we've seen perpetual calendars made in 1990s, some annual calendars as seen on the Globemaster and the previous Aqua Terra collection or in the DeVille Hour Vision, and of course some tourbillon watches. Omega even had the patent for centrally mounted tourbillon, and as a reminder was the first wristwatch manufacturer to ever create a wristwatch tourbillon, which was made in 1947 at caliber 301. However, all of these watches remain limited in number compared to the rest of production, including dive watches and chronographs. Omega is known for their sports watches, for the Speedmaster and their precise and now anti-magnetic movements. This is the reason this watch that we are presenting today, the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer, was quite an amazing surprise when made by their management. The first thing you will notice on this watch is that the finishing is exceptional. The mixture of polished and brushed finish on the case and bracelet reflect light in a beautiful way. Along with the case, you will also notice how well put together the dials are and how unique some of the colors in this watch presented. The watch neither feels too heavy nor too light. Omega has found that perfect middle ground not only for the weight, but also for the size. I think we have to give credit to Omega's people for engineering and designing a watch that can appeal to so many buyers and can be worn in many different settings. This model is not always available in their boutiques, and you can face moments when you visit the place that you can't get it even though you can see it on display. The watch seems to be in a limited production nowadays, and I don't know the reason why. Because it's often not too easy to get it. And if you come and see it right on the display and available for purchase, consider it to be luck and no need to take it for granted. It is difficult to get it sometimes nowadays. In case you have a limited budget and you don't have enough money for many luxury timepieces, I advise that you evaluate the Omega Aqua Terra 150 meters to be a daily wear that can also hold its own in a formal setting. It is surrounded by a 24-hour glass ring with light blue to indicate daytime and dark blue to indicate night. And then the vertical deck Aqua Terra styling and a circle of global destinations printed in red, silvery and blue envelopes, creating a beautiful blue dial that for a Worldtimer is just surprisingly legible. The ring is made of hazellite crystal. Right in the middle of the dial is a cartridge of the Earth looking down from the North Pole. The cartridge is made from a titanium plate, which is laser ablated to create the blue ocean, leaving a relief of the continents. The contrasting colors and textures on the surface is obtained by chemical reactions with the laser. This central cartridge is eye-catching and provides a tinge of the unusual to the watch dial. The strap is featured, rather interesting and detailing. The textured middle panel provides visual relief to the strap, making it attractive. As for me, I prefer Aqua Terras on steel bracelet, because I don't like to be thinking of changing straps over a period of time. Straps sooner or later will become old, worn out or damaged. I don't like this type of things. But scratches on the bracelet sometimes add beauty to the watch, so something like that. The automatic movement of this timepiece features a free-sprung balance with silicone balance spring, automatic winding in both directions, as well as rhodium-plated finish with Geneva waves. The caliber 8938 also offers a decent 60-hour power reserve, which is today average for the watch like that. The Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra 150mm coaxial master chronometer GMT Worldtimer in 43mm is known as a Speedmaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer and not the GMT. Some people confuse that. It's a sporty take on classic complication that looks great while still managing to feel slightly unexpected in the Omega lineup. This unlimited model, available in both Sedna Gold and stainless steel, follows a platinum limited edition Worldtimer that Omega launched 2 years ago in a run of 87 pieces. Look at the caliber 8938 that powers this watch. It's a well-engineering thing of beauty that demonstrates how far Omega has come as a watchmaker over the past 10 to 15 years. From near universal implementation of the George Daniels coaxial escapement in its movements, to the development and adoption of some of the strictest certification criteria in Switzerland. Omega has positioned itself right alongside Rolex at the very top of the watchmaking pyramid in terms of high-quality control at big volume. The brand before lockdowns was making close to 1 million watches per year, which is more than all high-end brands together, leaving aside Rolex, which is the only luxury brand which is able to make more than that. There is just a ton of value to offer in every modern Omega movement, and like many of other calibers currently in production, the 8938 caliber which is in this watch is Master Chronometer certified, which means that it has been Chronometer certified by the independent Swiss agency Metas, which means that it's hugely anti-magnetic with the ability to resist magnetic fields up to 15,000 Gauss. To understand how much it is, the laptop and our mobile phones are less than 2000 Gauss. This feature alone makes this watch particularly well suited to a modern lifestyle surrounded by countless electronic devices. Master Chronometer certification, for those who don't know or wish to refresh the memory, is the extreme testing made right after the watch gets the COSC Chronometer certification. So there is no way to compare these two testings. In simple words, once the watch gets the COSC Chronometer certification, it becomes eligible to apply for Metas certification, which is Master Chronometer, and these type of watches cost more than others. So looking at the price, don't forget to add the value for the testing of it as well. Recently, Tudor started making some of their watches with this type of testing as well. Let's see. Looks like you're gonna hear more and more brands trying to get this prestigious pattern for their timepieces. I assure you that. You're gonna see more and more brands trying to get this Master Chronometer certification for their watches. As with most modern Omega automatic movements, caliber 8938 beats at slightly unusual 25,200 vibrations per hour. The more common rates beat either with 28,800 vibrations per hour or 21,600 vibrations per hour. As with the vast majority of Worldtimers, the execution of the dial has much to do with how this watch is likely to be received. While the world map here may not be crafted from cloth-on enamel or some other rare handcrafts, it has a rich, textured and vibrantly colored quality to it that makes for a striking presentation. It consists of a grade 5 titanium plate that has been laser ablated to create the crystal blue ocean, as well as the relief engravings of the world's major land masses. The map is surrounded by 24-hour scale divided into night and day, and outward from there are the 24 place names. These include New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Rio, and others. The applied markers are treated with blue glowing lume, as are the hour, minute, and second hands. One potentially polarizing aspect of the Speedmaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer's design is the size of its case. It is 43mm in diameter, 14.12mm thick, and that places it at the very high end of the range of watches of this type. Still, the styling is classic, with twisted, faceted lugs and a polished bezel. The watch may be large, but overall the package is refined. As configured here in a stainless steel case and on a stainless steel bracelet, the Speedmaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer will cost you $9,100. If you forego the bracelet in favor of the textured rubber strap, the price drops to $8,900. The gold variations are $36,200 on a Sedna gold bracelet and $22,700 on a leather strap. In addition to the case and bracelet, the movements in the Sedna Gold references also have a Sedna Gold rotor and balance bridge. water resistance is 150 meters, the watch is running in 39 joules, and coaxial escapement. When it was first released several years ago, the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Worldtimer quickly rose to global success and popularity, offering a sports watch approach to classic complications. There is something about this timepiece, perhaps the special craftsmanship and careful attention to detail, that comes across as a slight surprise for Omega, while at the same time maintaining the brand's reputation for impressive technology. Personally, what I like about this watch is because it's really different from other watches. If you look at all watches of Omega, you will not see anything close to this type of design. All models are really different in design, and this watch is really different as well. As for me, I like busy dials like this. Something when you look at dial, you see information there, not just the time and that's it. And those cities are really inspirational. You really are thinking that you want to visit these places if you haven't visited, or yet have to visit. This is what I like this watch about. Out of all Omega watches, frankly speaking, this is my personal favorite one. So please share your opinion about it as well. What you think about this watch, whether you like it or not. If you like it, why you like it, please share. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit the subscribe button as hard as it is possible. Put your likes, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon, goodbye.